Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my next film reaction. It is time for the Quatermass Experiment from 1955. I always shut my laptop when I do the intro, so sometimes I look a bit hesitant about what I'm saying. As always, these requests come from my incredible patrons on the Supreme Commander tier, so thank you as always. Okay, we're heading back to 1955. We're going back to the 50s. The two others that I remember doing in the 50s was The War of the Worlds and The Day the Earth Stood Still. And I liked both of them a lot. Which means that I'm very excited about this. Black and white, again, assuming. I have no idea what this film's about. I don't even know, like, I might sound stupid here. I don't even know what the title means. Like, am I meant to know what Quatermass is? I don't have a clue. So I'm very excited. I know I keep saying it in every reaction at the moment, but it's hot. So if you hear a background noise, it's just my hand fan cooling me down. You'd know anyway, because look, you'd just see my hair start moving. So, yeah, I apologise if there was a slight bit of... It is cooler today, but if I just get a bit warm, then I apologise about the noise. I'm very excited. It's not a long film. These films from the 50s aren't that long. I think it's like 1 hour 20. So I'm hoping for something good. I'm hoping for the Quatermass Experiment. I'm pretty sure in the film poster, like the thumbnail of the film, it's a man on the right and there's a rocket to his left. They're experimenting with going into space for something. I don't know. I love seeing how they do stuff in the 50s. Like, it's just my favourite thing to figure out how they're doing it. And, you know, the extra work I think they had to put in to kind of make things look a certain way. So I am very, very excited. I shall stop talking. If you're watching this on YouTube, the full length is on Patreon, but you will need to be on the 10 tier and above to access it. Let's go.
Maggie, look! What is it? Down! Get down! Down! Maggie! Maggie!
The Home Office stresses that there's no immediate danger. Do you realize what you'll have to face if this turns out to be a disaster, Quatermass?
How much further?
Quatermass, I'm talking to you.
The last
Quatermass.
20 miles I've been painfully aware of that.
Well, then answer, man. How did it happen? What went wrong?
Quatermass set it up and he brought it back.
Please, oh please.
Couldn't you fix another time for this? I'm sorry, Mrs. Crew. I happen to be concerned with the Ministry of Defense.
And I'm not a civil servant, I'm a doctor, and I happen to be concerned with three men. The three men who are in that rocket.
Oakley Green. This is it? Certainly no secret.
So they sent it up.
Q1, Q1. This is Marsh. Hello, Karoon, Green, Reichenheim. You receive me, over.
Keep trying.
Mr. Blake?
I'm Quatermass. I'll be in charge.
If they were alive, surely they'd have come out the
What's the
rocket.
next move? You might splash a little bit on yourself, you and your committee.
You deliberately launched that rocket without waiting for official sanction.
If the whole world waited for official sanction, it'd be standing still. You took too long. I made my own decision.
To gamble with three men's lives.
Every experiment is a gamble. The unknown is always a risk. They should know that.
Did she know that?
Why do I feel like an alien is going to come out? I just don't feel like it's going to be.
Well, now it's up to you. Keep your eye on me. I'll give you the signal.
Smells alive.
Turn off the water. Green! Reichenheim! What happened, sir?
In no condition to talk. He's in too severe a state of shock. He must be treated.
He's got to talk first. He's got to tell me what happened.
Gordon. What is it, Victor? What is it?
Oh my gosh, look how slim he is. I guess they've made him look gaunt with makeup.
It's absolutely unbelievable. It just isn't clinically possible that his heart should respond like this. Pulse, blood pressure, the same. Possibly now. He shouldn't be alive, but he is.
Can't you do something to increase the metabolic rate?
Tried everything. No effect.
That's actually quite scary because you actually don't know what's happened to him. Oh no. Why is he doing that? Oh no. No, he looks really scary. Do you know who he reminds me of there? Frankenstein's monster.
Any more of it? Yes, a lot.
And also, where did they go when they went up to space?
By the rivet pad. I have a sample for
What did they do? Land on an alien
Sure,
world?
here's a sample.
See, this music's making me very uneasy.
But I don't doubt it a bit of say.
No, why is he doing that?
Almost
No.
beyond human understanding. Some fantastic invisible force converted two men.
What? Look.
Shelley. Is that the slide? That's the slide. I'm about to call it a day, Quatermass. Beyond this, I'm a babe in a...
Gordon!
I thought that was it.
Must be where we lost them.
I'm scared. Know what they're looking at. They went through something? Something shone in there?
Run it again.
There's only the nurse with him. His name's Tucker.
His name? You mean I got a friend with a heat nurse?
Please hurry. You've only got half an hour before the relief nurse comes on duty.
Another one, is that?
His name's Perkins.
It's money, money, money. Cash before delivery. It always gives me more confidence, especially when my investigating is this private.
Room 4B.
Give me 15 minutes. I'll put him in the lift and send him back. Then he's all yours. I never saw you in my life.
Please hurry. And he's very sick, so
Don't
be careful.
worry, I'll love him like a baby. Evening. I'm from Casualty. Perkins is sick. They sent me to take over his night shift.
Fine. Well, I know I'm too honest, but you're not due for another half hour.
Who cares? Night shift is night shift. What's a half an hour here or there? You know you've got to have him for this. At our rate of pay, we should get some fun out of life.
I mean, that is terrifying.
News, my friend. Your wife is waiting for you downstairs. I'm the man who's going to get you out of here. Does that make you happy? It does? Good. Well, we don't have too much time, so up we get. What is it?
Everything's going to be all right.
What?
I'll get you the best.
I thought he just slashed him round the face.
I'll get you well and strong.
So he's just the shell now. It's the inner person's not there.
Leave those things alone! What do you think you're doing?
Are you in pain?
How? Oh no. This is not going to be nice. Oh my god, that poor chemist. They just use like pure silence as well. I've noticed this in some of the other films. They won't use music, it will just be nothing. Oh, come on. I don't even want to... Oh no, that makes me so sad.
Rosie, just tell me what you saw, and we of the London Metropolitan Police will do all in our power to see that it doesn't occur again.
Well, my voice went so dry that I couldn't even yell for a copper. I still got this awful thirst. Makes it hard to remember. Now, water makes me as sick as a baby. Something enormous.
What move, Rosie?
But I couldn't make out the shape properly. I used to make out the shape of these things.
Think carefully, Rosie. Was it this something? Was it walking quickly or slowly?
Walking? It was kind of crawling. Up on a wall. Wasn't like any of the things that I see on Saturday nights.
No, Rosie,
This is like The Fly,
give me the
where
eye.
he's
Put
gradually
your
turning
priority.
into something.
Yes.
But don't touch it. Look at those sporangia, spore-producing patches. They'd have lived to complete this reproductive cycle. This room would have been a jungle of living tendrils.
How many more of these things are there around London?
I can better find Lomax. It's not a question of how many, but where are they? If they can reproduce at this rate, another 24 hours, a few days.
Get me Scotland Yard quickly.
All right, camera one, titles are in. We'll be on you in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
He fell from the scaffolding. He slipped. Dead before he fell. Dead before he fell. Certainly something. I shouldn't have least got a strong stomach.
It's practically a second police.
Yes.
Yes, get the police.
Well, go on with the program. It's up to you, Sonny. I'm all right. All right, I want the whole abbey cleared. Public, clergy, everyone, and quick. Jesus, not so loud. There's a transmission going on. The transmission coming off. I want you all over this place. Every second may count.
I really want to see it.
Radio for reinforcements.
What's in the name of it?
It must be 20 feet across.
It's barely pulsating now.
My timing was out. It's its last dormant stage just before it reproduces.
It's changing again.
The beginning of new spore-producing cells. Dust.
Why, it's hanging there, wrapped around the scaffolding.
Briscoe, I think we can stop it.
And it's in Westminster Abbey, it's not like you can blow up the building.
Hello, Battlesea. Stand by. Well, this time you won. In my simple Bible way, I did a lot of praying. One world at a time is good enough for me. I've only just heard, sir. Might have been here sooner. Is there anything I can do?
Yes, Marsh. Gonna need some help.
Help, sir? What are you going to do?
Gonna start again.
Oh, that's a nice shot. He's going to do another. Okie dokie. I assume that creature thing is dead. Potentially. I did just see that there's a Quatermass experiment too. So, I mean, that's not surprising by the ending. So did they go into this film knowing they were doing a second one already? Okay, so I'm assuming the creature is dead, the man, the poor man. what I like is that we didn't actually get answers as to what's happened. I like that was left open, and it felt very, well, I mean, it makes sense if they're doing a second one, but it felt quite realistic in this sense that they just didn't have the capacity to find out what happened. Like, unless you were up there and saw what you saw, that's the only way you would have known what happened. So I like that was left open. I like that they had the film, that we were able to see what happened, although it didn't actually answer any questions. So I assume the guy, was he called Victor? I assume he was still, like, at the beginning there was still some of his consciousness there. Very much felt like The Fly, just with this like kind of evolving physicality, and then obviously that overtaking the brain. I really, really liked that. What I also like about these films in the 50s is I don't think they're too long. I think if you dragged that out much longer, it wouldn't have worked, but it was so compact. It was so quick, like 1 hour 20 is so quick, but it works. The music was great. The music at the end there was great. If you're able to let me know about the filming locations, obviously I think they were in London at the end. I don't know if they actually filmed in Westminster. I don't know, because I could see like a screen shaking. With the rocket at the beginning, if you can just let me know where we were. I love stuff like that. And if they actually built a rocket, because I think it looked like it was actually there, but I could be very wrong. I didn't recognise any of the cast. Again, it is trickier when things are in black and white, so let me know if I have come across anyone before. I really, no one stood out to me, so let me know if I have crossed paths with any of them before. The Quatermass experiment makes sense. Quatermass is the man. He's going to go for it again. What I don't know actually what his intention was to achieve. Like with the first rocket launch, I know they did mention it. I just can't remember. I don't know how long they were in space for. A few days. I don't know what his intention was. Like he set them off to space for them to just what? Like I don't know what the answer to that is. He's doing it again. So again, is he morally corrupt? Yes, but also if you've got your heart set on something, are you going to want to keep going? And also, is he thinking, well, actually, I'm going to go up with it? Because I think that would be my thought. If that happened, you'd put provisions in place, wouldn't you? Because you'd have to try and guess what happened up in space, put provisions in space, take more film, take more people. I don't know. Because nowadays, I guess you would just live stream back down. I wonder if Quatermass 2 is on this list from one of my patrons. Let's have a look. Because I actually, if it's not on the list, I actually would be interested in watching it. Patreon. So this person's sent me stuff. It is on there. Interesting. This person sent me like a list when they first joined up, and I've done the odd ones throughout, but I've worked through the 1950s. There's another Quatermass too. And a Quatermass in the 60s, Quatermass and the Pit. What on earth? Okay. That's exciting. I've got one more to do from his list from the 50s, and then I'm done with the 50s. So I'll probably do that first. That's exciting. That is exciting. Okay. I feel like it must be quite good for it to be there. And also it's still the 50s. So again, to see the difference between the two films would be really, really interesting. I also would suspect the man would maybe not have people backing him, because if I was there in that time, I'd be thinking that's really selfish of you to do another rocket launch. I'm intrigued. Anyway, I really, really enjoyed that. It's so interesting to me that I'm kind of like these kind of old school films I'm absolutely loving. And also the reception on YouTube has been so good. And I always talk about it, my channel is not monetized on YouTube, so I don't gain anything from it. But what I do gain is wonderful comments from people who love the fact that I do films that aren't typically reacted to. And I just feel like and that's through no, obviously you guys give me the films, it's not through like my choice. But also I think it kind of shows the films that I like. I think this like sci-fi, thriller, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s is like my place. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know. Oh my gosh, if you am I about to say something really stupid? Would that have come out in the cinema? It would have come out in the cinema, wouldn't it? If you saw that in the cinema, I want to know. Let me know your thoughts when you first saw it, because it was thrilling, but it wasn't like too much, you know? It was just, it kind of teased. And I'm glad we got to see the creature at the end, because otherwise that would have been really rubbish, wouldn't it, if we didn't actually get to see the creature. I will stop talking. Let me know your thoughts on that film, and I will see you very soon for my next reaction.